Hey guys, welcome back to the next video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is Richard for WELSHYTECH, and today we are looking at the Lian UNI FAN CL FLEX 120 triple pack. Should you buy them, and what exactly makes them flexible? Let's find out. Okay, so we're actually going to see what comes inside the box. Now, what comes inside the box is the wireless L receiver. That is the controller. It does come with an LED flex receiver. It does come with a 5V 3-pin ARGB cable, and it does come with a 1 to 3 PWM to SATA cable. Now, that's initially so you can control the fans and the ARGB independently without worrying about anything else. Now, obviously, when it comes to the actual specs of this particular fan, they're exactly the same as the original CL. They are 120 by 124 by 28. They are a range between 250 RPM to 2,100 RPM. The stat air pressure is 2.52 millimeter H2O. The airflow is 77.34 CFM. The acoustic noise is 29.8 decibels. The bearing type is a fluid dynamic bearing. The operating voltage does range between 6 volt DC and 13.2 volt DC. The amperage is a 0.39 amps that is obviously a 4.68 watts. The number of LEDs is 24, and they do come with a 3-year warranty. So what you're actually going to see here is an actual difference of the original CLs and these. Now, the wireless receiver is actually smaller with the newer fans. It doesn't require an actual cable to be connected to the old back. Now, the connection that you connect when you snap all 3 fans and then you put that connector at the top, the main difference there, which that's all it really looks like to me, is that you can put independent ARGB connection there, whereas the standard one, that would come with ARGB as well as PWM control. So that's one of the better features. You can either have the software connect and just control the fans, or you can do it independently with the PWM as well as the ARGB, which is quite cool. But I'm assuming that would obviously be able to connect as well through other software, so that's also good. Now, the overall wireless receiver is a lot smaller, as you can probably see. It's definitely different. Obviously this one is just plug into the to the rear of your motherboard, and then you just connect it up and through the cables. Now, you don't need the ARGB connection, the connector that goes into that connector that connects all 3 fans. You don't need it. You can actually run it with just the PWM, put in the receiver toward the back of your motherboard, and it will just instantly sync up. That's one of the main differences, is the flexibility. And according to what Lian has said on the website, that this particular wireless receiver is compatible with majority of their product lines, so that's also a very good thing. Now, when it comes to the actual noise, how loud are these fans? Well, they aren't the quietest and they aren't the loudest. Here it is. Yes, at 100%, you obviously can't hear it, but they aren't the overall loudest either. But that's also a good thing, because they're not that loud. So when we get into like some software, now the software of Lian is rather straightforward. Now, when you connect up the cables to this software, you do have to sync them, and then you do have to lock them in order to connect them all together. Otherwise, you won't be able to. It won't sync it properly. Now, the software, you can control the fan RPM as well as the individual lighting. Like I said, it's got 24 individual LEDs on each fan. So that's quite a lot of RGB illumination, especially when you can get into like all the overall controls. The amount of different RGB settings in this software is absolutely nuts. That's why I really like the software from Lian, because you get so much creatability. You can create all different ones. You can even do your own profiles and so forth like that. Updating this, obviously you'd have to do that to the website, but that's rather straightforward. But Other than that, the software, straightforward to use. The connection to this fan, these fans, is simple and really easy to navigate. So let's get into how good these are thermally, shall we? Okay, so when it comes to the actual test system, now the specifications are, it's my AM5 platform, so Ryzen 9 7900. It does have 32 gigs of DDR5 from APS. It does have a Sapphire X870. A Wi-Fi motherboard. Does have 2TB Gen 5 from Kingston, a 2TB Gen 4 from Samsung, RX 7800 XT. It also does have a 1200 watt platinum NMAX power supply. It's housed in the Be Quiet Shadow-based 800 FX, and it is using the GA2 Lite from Lian for the overall thermals. Now, when we come to the testing, the exact same run of tests is 50, 100%. Why? So I can keep things consistent for more fan reviews going forward, more AIOs, CPU coolers. It's all about consistency for you guys, so you have something or a point of reference that you can do a comparison with. So for the 50%, the overall Cinebench 23, the idles are 31 with a max of 85, Blender Pavilion idles 31 with a max of 83, Blender Classroom idles 31 with a max of 83, and 3D Mark CPU Test, the idles are 31 with a max of 73 Celsius. So for the CPU power draw, it was a higher 169 watts with a lower 163. The CPU clocks are high at 5.4 and low at 5.1. So you've already gained there. 100%, the overall Cinebench 23, the idles are up by 1 degree. That could easily be a margin of error. So the max was an 83. Blender Pavilion idles 32 with a max of 82. Blender Classroom idles 32 with a max of 81. 3D Mark CPU Test, the idles are 32 with a max of 70 Celsius. Yes, 70. And the CPU power draws are high at 169 watts with a low at 164. The CPU clocks were identical at 5.4 gigahertz at high and 5.1 gigahertz at low. That means you're not losing any performance. Okay then, so my overall opinion, well, look, what I'm going to say here is that I use Lian products on the daily through my personal rig. Now, I've got the original CL fans and I've got the Hydro, I think it's the Hydro Shift 2, the one with the bigger screen. So I use that personally. I use the software personally. I've only had one issue with the software, and that was when it came to updating stuff. But other than that, the software has been very stable. It doesn't affect any of my gaming, nothing, not even editing, doesn't affect anything. So they've definitely got me there. The software is fantastic, especially when it comes to like the overall customizable. But the fans, now the fans, the RGB lighting on these are amazing. I really do like the simple standard profiles you can actually have, but then you can do it customizable. So like I said in the beginning, the main difference here is this connection. It's just that is the main difference, but there, and you can connect the ARGB independently just with this cable here. It's easy, just like independently. That's just so you can connect it up independently and control it through your motherboard software if you wish to. But personally, you don't need that connection there. All you need is this. All you do is connect it up to the fans, put this one if you are using this like on an AIO, but if you're using it on the system fans, then obviously put these two in 2 PWM connectors, which I'll put by here so you guys can see what connector you put. You put these two in there, and then obviously you connect this up, and then all you do is you take this wireless receiver, which is a lot smaller, and you grab this by here, and you plug this into a USB port at the back. You refresh the software, and it will pick them up. But like I say, you have to sync them, and then you have to lock them in so you can have full control. Otherwise, you won't have full control. So that is the main difference with this. And also they say that it is fully compatible with like the rest of their products, which I find fantastic, especially since I use their products. The connections of the fans, they're okay, and these up you do have to put quite a bit of force. So like this, which is quite easy, but here and like that, see? So once they're connected, just like that, all you do is you place this here, like that, there, like that, and you push. That is it. That's all it is. It's just 2 cables, that by there, and then you're all done. So, should you buy them? Well, that's going to be up to you, but the pricing of these are £48 on overclockers.co.uk. Now, that's for the pack. For the white and the blacks, they don't seem to be a difference from what I can tell, maybe £1, but that's the exact same price for the standard and the reverse. Yes, it's quite expensive for fans, but considering how easy the overall, like, the connecting to the motherboard and just one cable, I found it rather straightforward to use. Now, if you guys want to buy some, I will leave a link down below. And a big thank you to Lian Lee. Now, they did send me out a few of these. They sent me out a pack of these, reverse, standard, because I have got a build coming up when they're sending me out a case and stuff. I've got a build coming up. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. And as always, I hope you guys have a fantastic week, or weekend, and week ahead of you. This is Richard for WELSHYTECH. Goodbye.